Well, good afternoon, guys. It's Corissa here from Refurb to Invest, bringing you another episode of Monday Morning Insights by the Pool. All right, guys, today we're going to continue our talk about preparing your home for sale and how valuable that can be only if you're looking to maximize your profit. So especially we're talking if you've owned your property for a period of time and you already have equity, you already have some value in your property, you could easily do some quick uplifts that could completely transform the price tag when it goes to market. And that can make a big difference to your sale price. That could be an extra 50K, 100K, 200K. It depends on your property, it depends where it is, but it literally depends on what due diligence you choose to do to make sure that you're selling your asset at the highest price, if that is important to you. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I don't like to sell any property without checking that I have done the most I can possibly do to it, while keeping it strategically. We want to make sure we're not overspending, but I want to make sure I maximize my sale price, how quick I can sell it, because each week's still costing me a holding cost for my mortgage. It could be costing you rental if it's vacant. How quick you can get it sold, because you only have one chance of a good first impression. So this is where I want to take you guys today, on a journey through what does it look like going to market if your property is done up and if it's not done up. Now, I actually spoke to an agent the other day who rang me about seeing one of his clients' properties, and also mentioned that he's just listed a new property that's been on market for 3 months with another agency, not selling. And I'm talking, it was a very, very decent area. It was a couple mil value of a property. And what he said was lacking was it just being styled. The place looked okay, but it was just old furniture. It wasn't styled. It didn't have that final impact of wow. And that's what it's all about. If you're a property owner and you're looking to sell, don't just think, I'm just going to sell it. You need to jump in the shoes of your buyer. And I've mentioned on previous insights about the 3 types of buyers: your emotional buyer, your bargain hunter, and your price comparer. So if you're caring about your price tag, if you're caring about making sure that you don't sell until you get the highest possible amount, then you do need to consider what you need to invest first in order to get your highest dollar. Now, there's a few things here. There's understanding who your buyer could be, the type of demographic, the type of buyer, type of person. And if you've got a beautiful property in terms of location, bones, foundations, layouts, stunning, but maybe it just lacks a bit of appeal, maybe it's too personalized, maybe it just needs to be refreshed and look clean and sharp. But doing that work could mean you making 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1 ROI. So it's considering what you need to input in order to get out more money. What sort of work do you need to do? But understanding the buyer to make sure you target your work towards that. Don't just paint because everything looks a bit shabby and you're like, I'm just going to paint. I remember a client I saw a long time ago who was on market with, or they were going on market, and the agent said, look, give the whole house a coat of paint. And then later they were introduced to me, and I walked in and I said, you need to paint the house. And she said, we just did. And my response was, what do you mean you just did? Why is the house still yellow? And she said, well, the agent just told us to repaint. And I said, so how much did it cost you just to repaint? And I can't quite call it, say it was 10 grand. And she said, so we just did the same colour it already was. And I said, well, they just threw 10 grand down a drain because your house is still yellow. So if you're going to invest, you need to understand what you need to invest. So how much? You need to understand your buyer so you know what you need to do to attract that buyer and how much more money you can get. And then what exactly are you doing? What colours? what materials, what are you doing and what are you not doing. So if you're going to paint, what color are you painting to make sure that you're maximizing that 10K? If that 10K is not at least making you 20K on your sale price, then something's wrong. You're not investing for the fun of it. No one, well, I don't know anyone who has money just to throw around. Everyone is on a budget. Everyone wants to spend their money in the right places. No one, even if you're a millionaire, billionaire, wants to just throw money just for the fun of it. Everyone's got a plan as to where their money goes, what they're doing with it, and what ROI they're getting. So if you're selling your property, this could be the opportunity of understanding how much more money could you get, what do I need to do in order to achieve that, and who's going to help me get there, and in what time frame, to make sure that we're absolutely maximizing every single dollar we possibly can on getting the maximum return, minimizing the time frame being on market so we can sell fast, but walking away with more money in your pocket, because that affects the holiday you never had, the car you never thought you could buy, the next house being even bigger than what you thought because you just put yourself an extra 200 grand that you weren't expecting. Even at the moment with the changing market, not having it sitting on market for 2 months, or buyers trying to negotiate your price down, and then you decide to just, whatever, it's too hard, I'm just going to walk away with 100 grand less. You have one chance to make a first impression. So don't make the mistake of going on market thinking, I won't worry about it, we'll test the market, and then people don't want to buy, and then you come back, decide, okay, well now we have to take it off market, do our work and put it back on. Because now you've just wasted money in marketing. You've just wasted time showing people that you're ready to sell, but then you've pulled back off. So even if you relist in 6 months, it's going to show online that you had it listed. So don't make the mistake of rushing. Take your time, know what you need to do, speak to the right people, get more than one appraisal, speak to a company like us or another consultant who can tell you, here's what you could do to strategically update it by spending 10 grand to see how you can make 30, by spending 50 grand to see how you can make 100, by spending 100 grand to see how you can make 300. So you walk away with more money in your pocket. Don't give your profit to your next buyer to make money on it, on your property, when you could do that. Guys, Corissa from Refurb to Invest. Please, I'm very passionate about this part, because a family, and a lot of the families that I work with, have no clue till they speak to me the potential in their property and the money that they could be making that could transform their future, their children's future. It's so impactful, and it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a big job. It doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. If it's done right and done good, the right strategy will make you more profit. So you could take a month off work. So you could go on the holiday you never had. It is so beneficial, and it's doable in every single market. So please don't let anyone tell you, oh, this market's not one you would do it in. No, it works in every market. You just need to know what to do, how to do it, and know your numbers correctly for your property. So guys, if you need to call us for a property audit, this is exactly why we do an audit, so we can see if there's potential before we suggest you do anything. Contact us today for a free audit. Contact us for a discovery call directly with me. I want to make sure I can help you get the most. Here's my son saying hello. Photo bombing my video. Guys, Chris and Refurb to Invest. Happy Monday.